This is the day the Lord has made. I am rejoicing and I am so glad in it. On to the next. Well, today is the 21st of November, 2019. This is Nette with Rip the Wear by Nette. Please forgive. You know, sometimes when I'm out and about today, I had to go to the doctor. And when I come home, I like to get comfy. And sometimes I'm looking a hot mess. But that's my favorite attire, I think, when I'm getting my sew on. So sometimes I don't like to be seen on camera looking a hot mess. So please forgive. Alright, so I've gotten a couple of, which is an easy thing to do, but I thought I'd show maybe someone who would like to know how to do a quick hem. I had, this is a pair of men's slacks, and his name is Larry. He's one of my buddies, and he took one of his measuring tapes, and he was like, I want it to be 29.5 net. I sometimes, I don't know, I wouldn't say paranoid, but I'm just such a perfectionist that a lot of times I want to do a basting stitch, have you try it on, then put a permanent stitch in. I don't know what it is about men, but then I have some friends like that too. They're like, just go ahead and do it. It's going to be okay. So I called him and was like, Larry, I want you to come over so I can, have you try them on. He's like, Nette, 29.5. Just do it. I'm like, okay. So from the crotch area, I like to use my clips more than my pins. I don't know, they're just easy, quick, and you get to the point, and it's done. I don't know if I said it, but this is a Nette with Rip the Wear by Nette, where I make clothes that you don't want to wear, change them into clothes that you can't wait to wear. Make them runway ready, where you are snatched and ready to go, at a reasonable price as well. So he wanted these taken up, and he said 29.5. So I clipped them at the crotch area. Make sure they're nice and straight, and I measured them out to 29.5, which is going to be about right here. I used my trusty chalk, did my line at 29.5, and then you also want to have, you've got to have the hem part that you perch up. So I'm going to serge the edges, and then I'm going to take it up. These were a pair of female slacks that I got the other day. I also have a pair of black ones. And this is another funny thing. She brought a pair of pants that was perfect, and she was like, well, can you just go ahead and use the same measurements that are on the pants that I wear that's perfect, and just do it on the other two. Well, the pants that she originally wears, that's perfect. The hem and everything is perfect. They're a stretch type denim. These are a denim as well. A stretch straight leg. But when I put the two together, no. If I had just taken those and not had to try them on, they would have been, well, when you put them together, they're perfect. But these, I took off about 3 inches. Yeah, about 3 inches from these. So just because you wear a pair of pants and they're perfect does not mean that the same length is consistent with every pair of pants that you have in your wardrobe, because you got to consider fabric, you got to consider stretch. It's just a lot of factors that you have to, consider, that a lot of times you can't compare them and think you're going to get the same length, dimension, whatever. So anyway, I did the same thing with hers. Hers turned out to be, if I'm not mistaken, it was a 26.5. So I always like to do them like the other pair was. And so yeah, this is how much I took off. I was just testing my needle and thread on the fabric just to see how it would come out. So yeah, this I took off about 3 inches, about 3.5 inches off of these pants, whereas the other pants that she wanted me to go by was perfect. And so I used my shares, because my serger, I don't have a collage of serging thread. I've got the basics: white, black, and blue. I may have red, but I don't have 4 spools of every type of thread like I do in just my normal bobbin and thread collection. So sometimes, if it's possible, I use my shares so that it wouldn't. And then I used number 16 on my type of design that I used, and to go around them. So also it looks like I used I sewed it on my serger, but I didn't. I used number 16 on my brother's C800, and I also used my number 2 stitch to sew the hem on. And as you can see with these, the thread, they were just sewn around because like I said, they are jeans. So these are completed. Now the other pair that she wants me to do, they're a legging as well, but they're really stretchy. And so with them, I think I end up taking about a ½ inch up to make them 26 and a half. It was the same length on all 3 pair of pants, but when you put them together, it was not the same length, if that makes any sense. All right, so those are done.